two matchups for the girls varsity teams and the first game of many in this weekend's action here at the War Lodge at Sequoia High School. First game getting set to get underway. It looks like North Paulding going to take the ball first as Lady Wolverines coming out onto the court on the right side of your screen. COVID rules apply, no tip-off here at the start of the War Lodge Invitational Classic, and North Paulding is going to start inbounding the ball from North Paulding. That's number 45, Taylor Cullinan. And she's going to inbound the ball to Carolyn Arias. Putting the chess pieces in place. Nice pass there to the high post. Now from shot from the low block, no good. And cleaning up off the glass is Wes Forsyth, and a nice mid-range jumper there by number 12. That's going to be Kaylee Thrower. And an early lead here for West Forsyth. Scramble on the floor. Now the ball comes away. Now back up to Cullinan. Can we mute that? Ball inbounded, now carrying across the floor. Here comes West Forsyth. Stop, pump fake at the three-point line, now driving in. And that pass is intercepted by Arias, and she's all by herself. She'll drive in for the layup and tie the game up with 7 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. It's tied at 2 apiece. So the breakaway points there for North Paulding. Correction, that was Oliveira on the bucket. Three-pointer no good off the side of the rim, and now we've got a whistle. 6:52 left to go in the first period, tied at 2 apiece as we finally fixed our technical issue here. Low post pass now all the way over to the three-point line, now back down into the corner. Now back up to the top of the key. That's Arias. She's going to cut back inside, gets the ball at the low post. She's going to go try to lay that one up, and it goes off the front on the putback attempt. Now off the backboard, no good. And West Forsyth going to come away with this one. Moving the ball up at the three-point line, taking the shot for West Forsyth, and that one goes in. That's number 15. No, that's number 12. Correction, that was number 10, which is Kaylee Thrower. On the three-point attempt. So as it stands right now, West Forsyth currently leading North Paulding 5-2 with 6:06 left to go in the opening quarter of this tilt. Inbound pass now to the Lady Wolverines, now back over to the top. Pass down into the corner. Back up to Thrower at the top. Thrower takes a peek inside, not there, passes that one off. Now laid up and in by number 2 for West Forsyth. That's Kayla Cowart. And West Forsyth leads 7-2 with 5:35 left to go in the first. Ooh, good look inside there as nobody's there, but the shot's contested as they finally collapse down the defense on top of her. And it looks like we're going to get a jump ball right in the key. And that's number 11 for North Paulding, who is in on the action, which is Adriana Oliveira. So after a jump ball, West Forsyth going to take back over. Good look to the three-point line. Now nice pass inside. Pass back out to the three-point line. Now a cross-court pass. Pump fake on the three-pointer. Now back to the top of the key. Driving inside, now back down to the bottom again. Nice inside pass, cut inside. It's going to be knocked away though, but it'll stay West Forsyth ball as Cowart and Anderson passing the ball around. Nice inbound pass to number 21. Now back around to the top to Thrower again. Now down to number 1, which is Haley Dornan. Dornan looking for an open pass. She finds Thrower. Now back to Dornan. Traps on for North Paulding, and they're going to, West Forsyth throws this one away. And North Paulding Finally able to force a turnover with 4 minutes and 38 seconds left to go in the first quarter. West Forsyth, though, still leads 7-2. Ball inbounded, now finds its way over to Aaliyah Washington. Washington drives it in, but loses control of the ball, and now West Forsyth takes it again as the Lady Wolverines are able to force a turnover. Thrower going to give it over to the other thrower, and a deep three-pointer, and that one's going to rim out. Shot attempt by number 2, Kayla Cowart. Thrower going to pump fake again. Cowart standing at the three-point line. She's going to take another shot at that one, and that one goes off the back of the rim. And last touched by West Forsyth. North Paulding making a substitution as Sophia Gallimore going to step in. 4:06 left to go in the first. 7-2 West Forsyth. Thrower now down inside the key. Turnaround jumper for Thrower. And they're going to say that one goes off of North Paulding's number 10, Sophia Gallimore. Ball inbounded to number 2, Cowart. Cowart swings this one back up to Thrower. Thrower looking for another pass. She finds the other thrower, now back down inside. And a turnover picked up by North Paulding. Thrower's the only one back. North Paulding going to wait for the troops to arrive and set the offense back up. Now driving back inside, layup attempt. That one goes off the backboard and off the front of the rim. West Forsyth cleans that one up. Now here comes Thrower. Thrower stops about 5 feet in front of the three-point line. Now gives this one back down inside. Thrower going to take it at the three-point line. Finds the corner. Other thrower in the corner. And another steal by North Paulding. And we're going to get a travel on North Paulding. That's Arias. They said walked with the ball. Checking into for West Forsyth is going to be Catherine Bottoms. But we got a timeout. So here in the early portion of the first quarter, 3:14 left to go. West Forsyth on top of North Paulding, 7-2. But North Paulding's defense has been able to find opportunities to force turnovers from this West Forsyth team, who in the very early portion of the first quarter was able to find some momentum as they have a 5-point lead going into the break. Go ahead and thank a sponsor real quick. Our black level sponsor is Food Basket Deli, home of the best Phillies in town. Gold sponsor is Buffaloes, where everyone is family, and that's the Buffaloes at Riverstone Parkway in Canton. And that'll do for our ad reads here as we come back to action with 3:14 left to go in the first quarter. Still 7-2. West Forsyth leading North Paulding. West Forsyth with the ball inbounded to Thrower. Trap on down in the corner, and that's a turnover, another turnover forced by North Paulding. Let's see if North Paulding can capitalize on some of these turnovers they're getting and convert them into points, because right now they have not been able to score except for that breakaway layup that they scored off a previous turnover. Looking inside, now back to the top of the key for number 11, that's Oliveira. Oliveira getting trapped, now she finds someone in the high post at the free throw line. That ball gets away from her after a collision, and Oliveira able to collect the ball after a little bit of a scramble. 45 for North Paulding, that's Coleman, so she's going to go to the free throw line after the call by the officials. First foul on West Forsyth of the evening. 2:42 to go in the first. Coleman sinks her first. That makes it 7-3. Got a sub coming in for North Paulding. That's going to be number 12, Santa Thompson. And Coleman's second shot is good. So that cuts the lead to 3 here with 2:42 left to go in the first quarter. As North Paulding's defense has been able to force some turnovers. Ball inbounded to Thrower. Inside pass into a group of Wolves, and they're going to say that one was kicked. And another turnover forced by North Paulding. 2:31 left to go in the first quarter, still 7-4 West Forsyth. ball up the court is going to be Aaliyah Washington. Washington tries to get it in the low post, and we've got a foul called against number 22 on West Forsyth. That's Riley Pepin, her first, team third foul. Looking for the inbound pass. That one almost knocked away. An over and back going to be called here against North Paulding. But they're going to let that one go out of bounds, so West Forsyth can inbound the ball from underneath the basket they have to score in. 2:15 to go in the first. 7-4 West Forsyth. Inbound pass all the way back beyond the arc. Now over to Thrower. Thrower fakes, and she gets tangled up with one of the North Paulding players. Pass ahead now, looking for number 10. She tries to pull that shot up, and they're going to get her for a travel, though, as her foot slid. So back we go to the other end of the floor. There's Gallimore on the steal for North Paulding. Inside look for West Forsyth, and that one finds the bottom of the basket. That's number 22, Pepin. The sophomore for West Forsyth puts them ahead by 5. Once again, 9-4 with 1:40 left to go in the first. And a 5-second violation for North Paulding. Turns the ball back over to West Forsyth. Perkle inbounds the ball to Thrower. Thrower, hip high dribble, crosses the logo, taking her time setting up the offense. She's going to hand that one off to Cowart. Cowart dumps that one over to Pepin. Pepin's going to leave that one back for Bottoms, who mishandles the dribble but gets the pass off. Now back over beyond the arc is Cowart with the ball. Cowart looks inside. She tries to pass that one in, and Pepin's able to almost get that one in as it toilet bowls off the rim. Pass down into the corner for North Paulding. Three-pointer now for North Paulding, and that one hits number 11, Adriana Oliveira. And that cuts the lead to 2, under a minute to go in the first quarter. 9-7 West Forsyth. North Paulding done a good job of clamping down on defense, causing turnovers. Drive inside by West Forsyth, no good. North Paulding cleans up the trash off the rebound. Three-pointer by Cullinan, and she sinks it. So first lead of the afternoon for North Paulding, 10-9, 31 seconds left to go, and West Forsyth wants to talk about it. So a nice three-point shot there by Taylor Cullinan, and North Paulding able to erase a 5-point deficit. Done it with tight defense, causing bad low percentage shots for West Forsyth. And North Paulding now finally starting to capitalize on those turnovers. So 31.4 seconds left to go as the Wolfpack leads the Wolverines 10-9. Here comes West Forsyth taking their time up the court. Nice pass down into the corner, open look at a three-pointer, but that one goes off the rim. Rebound by the Wolfpack. Now here they come back across the logo. Changing directions and zigzag. Now another three-pointer look from the inside, and that one sunk by Cullinan. Cullinan hits another three-pointer, and West Forsyth going to take another timeout. Biggest lead of the afternoon for North Paulding, 13-9 with 7 seconds left to go in the first quarter. So second made basket in a row for the senior, Taylor Cullinan. And she is one of North Paulding's leading scorers. So a 13-9 game here in the final moments of the first quarter. Ball inbounded to Thrower. Thrower throws the arm check. And looks like they're going to have to fire this one up at the last second. And the layup is no good for West Forsyth. So North Paulding leads after one here. Your score 13-9. at the end of one here from the War Lodge Classic Invitational at Sequoia High School. First game of 9 that we have on tap this weekend. Other games that we'll be broadcasting here from inside the big gymnasium. After this one, we'll see the North Paulding boys varsity team take on the hosting Sequoia Chiefs. After that, we'll have Marietta and Mundy Mills girls play the nightcap of tonight's 3 games. And then tomorrow we'll be back at it bright and early, where the Sequoia girls will take on the North Gwinnett girls at 10 a.m. And then we get treated to the Cherokee and Sprayberry boys game at noon, Grovetown and Etowah girls at 2 o'clock, Sequoia and Cass boys at 4 p.m., Cherokee and Decula girls at 6 p.m., and then we've got our final game of the weekend with Berkmar playing Centennial at 8 p.m. tomorrow night here at the War Lodge at Sequoia High School. Go ahead and thank some more sponsors while we have a second. Black level sponsor is Beto's Bar and Grill here in Hickory Flat. Barbie Lackey Financial Group, another black level sponsor. Cycle Works Sanitation, another black level sponsor located in Ball Ground, Georgia. As we come out for the start of the second quarter, North Paulding ball looking to inbound. Cullinan down in the corner again. She's made 2 shots from there already today. Working around the top, and now Oliveira back at the top. Thompson dribbles inside. Nice floating mid-range jumper for Washington. And North Paulding stretching that lead out after falling into an early hole. 15-9 here with 20 seconds into the second period. Thrower with a nice 3-point look. Open shot, but that one bounces off the rim and is taken by Washington on the rebound. Washington pushes it ahead for the Wolfpack. Coleman with another 3-point shot. I don't know if somebody got a piece of that one, but it's no good. Rebound taken by West Forsyth again. Thrower has it up top. She's going to look outside at number 2, who's got an open look at a 3, and that one goes off the rim. Offensive rebound, though, for West Forsyth. Now looking back inside. Thrower gets it at the free throw line. Back to Thrower. Inside look is there. Nice shot, and that one rolls off the rim. And it's going to go out of bounds, but it'll stay West Forsyth ball. Number 1 down in the corner for West Forsyth is going to be Haley Dornan, as she will inbound the ball with 6:58 left to go in the half. North Paulding on top of West Forsyth, 15-9. Thrower to Thrower. Now Thrower's going to look inside. Now finds Cowart. Finds its way back over to Thrower, who finds Thrower down inside. Cowart takes a look at a 3. That one goes off the side of the rim. And the rebound is taken by Taylor Cullinan. Cullinan loses the basketball and has to throw that one back in. Turnover. Good look here for West Forsyth. Layup is no good, but will shoot 2. So Washington going to get nicked for the foul. And West Forsyth going to go ahead and shoot 2. It would be their first points in the second quarter. First free throw is good. And that makes it 15-10 here with 6 minutes and 29 seconds left to go in the half. Here from the War Lodge at Sequoia High School for the weekend War Lodge Classic Invitational. Second free throw attempt is up and good. 15-11, 4-point game here in the second quarter between North Paulding and West Forsyth. Oliveira gets a look at a 3, and she sinks that one, and that'll stretch the lead back out to 7 for North Paulding. Oliveira on fire here in the first half for North Paulding. Thrower takes it at the top. Looking inside is going to be Cowart. Cowart lays that one up and in after a nice finish there on the contested layup. 18-13 with 6 minutes left to go in the half. Oliveira working around the defense. She finds Cullinan down low. She has to dish that one away on the contested shot. And the offensive rebound laid back in by Alexandra Willis, the sophomore center, for her first points of the game, 20-13. As business starting to pick up after a little bit of a slow first quarter. Both teams starting to find their rhythm offensively. Thrower sends that one over the top of the free throw line. Layup no good, goes off the front of the rim. Rebound by Washington. North Paulding now takes it the other way. Oliveira, she's heating up, and that one goes over the rim. and no good. West Forsyth going to pick up the ball. Oliveira had been hot there for a minute. As we get a stoppage of play, didn't get the call from the official, but West Forsyth going to inbound the ball. Waiting on it to get sorted out. Now we've got it. Haley Dornan going to inbound the ball. She sends this one all the way back across the stripe to Thrower. Thrower, nice bounce pass over to Cowart. Cowart looks inside. Cowart fakes the jumper, dishes that one down, and a nice shot. And a make by number 21 for West Forsyth. 20-15, 5 minutes left to go in the second period. Olivara takes it back up at the top. Now she dishes that one back down into the corner. Now it comes back for Cullinan. And she gets tripped up, and they're going to call her for a travel. So 4:48 left to go, 20-15, West Forsyth ball. Ball inbounded to number 24 for West Forsyth. Thrower gets it up top, now sends it back over to Cowart. Cowart misses the three-pointer. Offensive rebound blocked by North Paulding. Coleman going to take this one slowly up the court after she crosses the stripe. Now she cuts back inside, looks for the jumper, not there, and that one's going to be a turnover on the over and back by North Paulding. .417 left to go in the half, 20-15, North Paulding on top of West Forsyth. Here in the first game of the evening for the War Lodge Classic Invitational. Look down into the corner. Cowart sends it down to Thrower. Thrower looks inside at the low post. Back up to Cowart. Now Thrower, now back down to the low post again, mishandled. And that'll be a turnover, North Paulding ball. Slow and steady wins the race across half court is North Paulding. That's number 2, Carolyn Arias. As that ball is going to go up and out of bounds, and that'll be a turnover as West Forsyth will take over with 3:51 left to go in the half, trailing 20-15 to North Paulding. Open look for Thrower. She misses that one just short. And foul is going to be on Riley Pepin for West Forsyth. Second team foul of the quarter. Coleman making her way down to the low post. Now she comes out to the corner, drives inside. Short mid-range jumper goes off the side of the rim. Scramble for the rebound taken by West Forsyth. Wolverines pushing the ball up the court. Checks up at the three-point line, loses control, but picked up by her teammate. Now swung down to Thrower. Thrower cross-court pass, now back down to the other corner, but that one's tipped and intercepted by Thompson. Thompson looks for Arias. Arias takes this one back out to the top. She's got no one down to pass to, so she goes back up to Cullinan. Cullinan with Thrower in her face. Now back over to Arias. Arias shoots a three and drains that one. 2:50 left to go in the half. 23-15 North Paulding. They stretch their lead. Three-point shot by West Forsyth almost gets stuck. Defensive rebound, though, by the Wolfpack. Inside look for North Paulding. Nice move and a nice layup there by Aaliyah Washington. The 5'9" junior took that one herself all the way through the paint. Now a shot from the free throw line. Toilet bowls out by West Forsyth. Rebound taken, and North Paulding leads by 10, 25-15 with 2:15 left to go in the half. Cullinan takes the basketball, drives inside, shoots it from the H. That one goes over the rim. Rebound, though, by North Paulding. Back out to Thompson, to Washington, but a turnover now. Here comes West Forsyth looking to lay that one up and in, and an and one situation after Cowart drove the length of the court, laid that one in, and took a shot in the back. Couple substitutions now for West Forsyth and North Paulding, but a chance for a three-point play here for the Lady Wolverines with 2 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Wolverines trailing 25-17. Make that 25-18 on the and one attempt. And now checking in for the Wolfpack is going to be number 20, Laney Brock. As we're 2 minutes away from halftime. Ball at the top, now looks down in the corner again for Coleman. Coleman nowhere to go, tries baseline, it's not there, and she slips again. And another turnover gives West Forsyth the ball. Here comes Thrower. Thrower all by herself at the three-point line. Nobody D'd up on her, but that one goes off the front of the rim. Coleman picks it up again. Has to pick up her dribble. And North Paulding going to go ahead and call a timeout with 1:31 left to go in the first half. Your score, West Forsyth trailing North Paulding 25-18. So what's been an interesting game to say the least here in the first part of the War Lodge Classic Invitational. Looked like in the beginning of the first quarter that West Forsyth was going to be all over North Paulding. They were up 7-2, but since then North Paulding has done nothing but get big defensive stops and make three-pointers. You have Taylor Cullinan doing a great job, and also her counterpart Adriana Oliveira, who have been knocking down the three-pointers, both of them with 8 points so far tonight. Big reason why they're on top of West Forsyth, 25-18. 1:31 left to go as we break from the timeout. As West Forsyth coming back out onto the floor. Their high scorer that's out there right now is going to be number 2. It's Kayla Cowart, the junior. Inbounding the ball is Sophia Gallimore. Gallimore going to find Arias. Arias gets trapped, tries to get it back to Gallimore, and Gallimore gets tangled up with number 22, and it'll be West Forsyth's ball. So Riley Pepin does a great job there on defense, forcing the turnover. She'll inbound the ball to Thrower. Thrower going to find Cowart. Cowart, one dribble and a pass, but that one's almost stolen away. Now Cowart's going to get it back. She'll find Thrower down at the bottom. Cross-court pass, picked up at the low post, and that one sails over the head of the intended receiver, and now here comes North Paulding. That one poked away though by Thrower, and a turnover for West Forsyth. Dornan with the steal. She'll drive the length of the court. Now she dishes this one out to Cowart. Cowart drives baseline and lays that one in. Under a minute to go, 25-20. North Paulding still leads, but here comes West Forsyth. 45 seconds left to go in the half. Cullinan getting D'd up by Thrower. She gets this one down to the corner to Gallimore. Gallimore one-on-one, but she turns that one over, but they're going to say it was a foul on Pepin. So 39.5 seconds left to go. Second team foul of the quarter for West Forsyth. Cullinan set to inbound the ball for North Paulding. Finds Oliveira, who fires a three and drains that one again. That's 3 three-pointers made for her tonight. 30 seconds left to go, 28-20. North Paulding on top of West Forsyth. Thrower drives into the lane and takes a charge, and that's an offensive foul and another turnover for North Paulding. Checking in for North Paulding is going to be number 5, Jada Jackson. Cullinan takes the ball. Now she dishes this one over to the recently checked in Jackson. Jackson over to the top to Arias. Arias drives in and throws that one up, but a shooting foul after the ball sails over the rim, and she'll go to the line for 2. .15 seconds left. North Paulding can make this one a 10-point game before halftime. First one goes off the front of the rim. Second shot coming up for Arias. Senior point guard for the Lady Wolfpack. And that one goes off the back of the rim. Offensive rebound, though, by Cullinan. Cullinan on the third attempt. No good still. 10 seconds left to go. 28-20. West Forsyth thrower takes a look at a three, and that one goes off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound on the putback, and West Forsyth's going to score right before the half to make it 28-22. So a very close first half of the first game here from the War Lodge Classic Invitational at Sequoia High School in Canton, Georgia, where the North Paulding Wolfpack currently leads the West Forsyth Wolverines 28-22. Game started off a little slow as West Forsyth jumped out to a 7-2 lead, but North Paulding was able to tighten down that defense and force a lot of turnovers and jump out to almost a 10-point lead before the half. Lead's been cut down to 6, but it definitely wasn't from a lack of trying. Top player so far is going to have to be Adriana Oliveira, who has sunk some very crucial threes for the North Paulding Wolfpack. So once again, your score after the first half is going to be North Paulding 28 and West Forsyth 22. We'll return shortly after a quick break here from the War Lodge at Sequoia High School for the War Lodge Classic Invitational. I'm Chase Schaefer, and we'll be right back momentarily. Again? Did we lose the audio again?
No.
Oh, okay.
Do we?
Kyle, what's the word, bud?
How's the broadcast coming? Not letting us stand on this?
Well, now that I have Check 1 2, check 1 2. Yep. And welcome back to the War Lodge here at Sequoia High School for the start of the second half between North Paulding and West Forsyth. 28-22 in favor of the varsity girls Wolfpack for North Paulding. As getting ready to inbound the ball for West Forsyth is going to be number 10, Callie Thrower, coming off an injury. As she's just getting back to form here for that West Forsyth girls team. Looks both ways, now sends this one down to Thrower at the corner. Thrower gets it back. Thrower driving inside baseline. I think that one was tipped by Cullinan for the Wolfpack. Stolen by West Forsyth. Thrower with the three-point shot. That one clanks off the iron. As Aaliyah Washington watches that one bounce out of bounds for North Paulding. Here comes the press by West Forsyth as Thrower one-on-ones with Washington. As Washington is going to drive down into the paint now. That one blocked by Cowart for West Forsyth. So a nice rejection there by Cowart. She's going to drive the length of the court. Now she dumps that one back. Three-pointer. That one goes a little too long and goes off the back of the iron. Rebound by Coleman. She sends that one over to Washington. Washington gets trapped at the top by both throwers. And Speedy Oliveira picks up the ball as she looks inside, gets that one back to Washington. Washington left all by herself, lays that one up, but not a little bit too much on that one, and West Forsyth comes charging down the other way. Pass to the low block, three-point shot for West Forsyth. That one goes off the front of the rim. 6:50 left to go, still 28-22 North Paulding. Washington dishes that one to Cullinan. Cullinan finds Arias in the corner. Now Cullinan gets it back. Now back from Arias. Arias now Cullinan cutting into the paint, and she's going to lay that one up. No good, and good on the second attempt, and now she'll go to the line for the and one chance. So 6:34 left to go in the third quarter. A chance to make this a 31-22 ball game. As stepping up to the free throw line is Taylor Coleman. Taylor Coleman, not the last time you will see. Misses her and one attempt, but she gets two, makes it 30-22. Not the last time we'll see Coleman playing basketball, as this is her senior year. She has signed with Alabama, so she'll be playing SEC basketball next year, as Cowart lays that one in for West Forsyth and makes it a 30-24 ball game. Coleman takes it to the free throw line, and they're going to get her for a travel. Here comes West Forsyth, slow and methodical up the court. Thrower down in the corner. Now inside to number 21. That was Molly Quincy. Turnover though. North Paulding. Coleman takes it. Now Speedy takes it in the corner, and she hits another three. Speedy Oliveira sinks another three-pointer and makes it 33-24 with 5:50 left to go in the third quarter. Thrower down to Thrower. Thrower to the inside block. That one going to be picked up by Dornan. Dornan's getting trapped. Now she has to get that one back out to Thrower. Thrower to the other Thrower at the top of the key. Steps up to the three-point line. Now gets that one back to Thrower. Nice pass to the low block. Inside drive by Quincy, but Coleman rejects that one. Rebound taken. Three-pointer for West Forsyth, and that one's going to go off the back of the iron. Rebound by North Paulding in the paint by number 22, Alexandria Willis, the sophomore center. Pass ahead to Washington. Washington getting worked on by Thrower. Coming to her aid is Dornan. She still cuts inside. Nice shot there by number 22, Willis. And we're going to get a timeout here by West Forsyth. Your score with 5 minutes and 8 seconds left to go in the third quarter. North Paulding on top of West Forsyth, 35-24. So we'll go ahead and thank some other sponsors. Our black level sponsor is CycleWorks Sanitation in Ball Ground, Georgia. Another black level sponsor, Barbie Lackey Financial Group. Black level sponsor, Beato's Bar and Grill here in Hickory Flat. A gold level sponsor, Buffalo's, where everyone is family on Riverstone Parkway in Canton. And another black level sponsor is Food Basket Deli, home of the best Phillies in town. And that'll do it for our sponsor reads for this break. 35-24, West Forsyth trailing North Paulding as Washington, Cullinan, and Adriana Oliveira have been all over the place for the Wolfpack. Oliveira with 14 points, Cullinan with 10. Washington only has 4, but big contributions from that player here have made it a 35-24 ball game. So we'll come back from the timeout. West Forsyth inbounds the ball. 5:05 left to go in the third. 35-24, North Paulding on top of West Forsyth. Thrower dishes that one up to the top. Now she gets it back. Come back at the top for Cowart. Cowart's shot rejected. Somebody got ball on that one, picked up by North Paulding. A collision just beyond the three-point line, and now a fight for the ball. And they're going to call a foul on Audrey Anderson, the junior. So Coleman going to inbound the ball for North Paulding. Gonzalez goes out back to Cullinan, and we're going to get a travel on Arias. And they're going to give Arias a delay of game warning for finishing her layup. 4:40 left to go in the third. 35-24. Here comes West Forsyth. Thrower deep beyond the arc. Now she's going to cross pass down to the low block on the other side. And a foul coming up against North Paulding. That one's against Gallimore for the Wolfpack. Thrower going to inbound the basketball for West Forsyth. Floating pass back up to the top. Dornan's got it. She sends that one over to Thrower. Thrower fires a three. That one doesn't hit its mark. Anderson's got it. She passes that one back down to Dornan. Now back out to Cowart again. Cowart drives the lane, lays that one up. A little bit too much on it. Offensive rebound, but turnover as Gonzalez picks that one off. Now here comes Arias again, and she's all by herself, and she will lay that one up and in. And your lead is now 37-24. North Paulding on top of West Forsyth. And we get another call. So 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. 37-24 your score. North Paulding all over West Forsyth. The inbound pass finds its way to Anderson. Anderson sends that one down to the corner. Gets it back at the top of the key. Thrower drives baseline. And Thrower's shot no good, but she's going to go take some free throws. That's number 10 Thrower. So that'll be Callie Thrower. Mentioned earlier, just come back from an injury as she was one of West Forsyth's leading scorers last year, averaging about 15 points a game. Her first shot goes up, but toilet bowls out. Only 3 points so far in this game. Leading scorer on the floor. That one's good for West Forsyth is number 2, Kayla Cowart. Pass to Gilman at the top of the key. She looks to the inside, but she gets taken down, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Taylor Coleman. So 3:40 left to go in the third quarter. Score 37-25 after the offensive foul call. Washington checking back in for the Wolfpack. Metronome dribble, bringing the ball up the court. Now pass over to Anderson. Thrower gets it back at the gray line. Anderson looks to the low block. Trap is on. Anderson takes it at the three-point line. Now she sends that one back down. Pass to the other low block. Thrower takes this one. Uncontested three-pointer. That one goes off the front of the rim. Rebound by North Forsyth. Lost by North Paulding. Lost sight of the ball. Driving inside of the lane, and that one's up and no good. West Forsyth with the rebound after the Thompson shot that was no good. And this one's going to go back towards North Paulding now after the turnover. 3 minutes and 3 seconds left to go in the third. Still 37-25. Washington takes the ball over the logo, but that one's picked off, and she's going to pick up a reaching foul after her pass was stolen by Catherine Bottoms. So that's her second foul. Substitution for West Forsyth as Dornan's going to take a break as Molly Quincy comes in to give her a rest. West Forsyth going to inbound the basketball. Still passing it around the three-point line, now back up to the top. Anderson takes it. Cross-court pass taken by Washington and stolen. West Forsyth unable to get anything going on the inside. Shot by Arias, and that one's no good as it clanks off the backboard. Rebound by West Forsyth. Here come the Wolverines, 2:25 left to go in the third. 37-25, and now another turnover. This one taken by Speedy, and her pass doesn't find its mark, and that one will go out of bounds. And a turnover to West Forsyth as Oliveira was unable to connect with Arias on the pass. So West Forsyth going to inbound this basketball uncontested. Checking in for the Wolverines is going to be Lindsey Perkle. Looking down on this roster, a very young West Forsyth girls team, one senior, but a lot of underclassmen on this girls varsity squad. Cross-court pass to Thrower. Thrower fires up a three and sinks that one. And now we're back to a single-digit lead for North Paulding. 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Washington going to get trapped at half court. Sends this one over to Oliveira. Oliveira finds Coleman down at the bottom. Now she dishes that one down low to number 12. That's Thompson. And Coleman going to try and lay that one up and in. Doesn't do it. Rebound taken. Thrower has another look at a three. Going to dish that one over to Quincy. And they're going to get a travel on Quincy after she got tangled up with one of the North Paulding players. So 1:41 left to go in the third quarter. Score 37-28 in favor of North Paulding. Coleman impounds that pass to Washington. Washington slow dribble. Now here comes the trap and another turnover taken by North Forsyth, by West Forsyth. But that ball was kicked out of bounds after Thrower was dribbling down court, trying to find the layup. So West Forsyth can inbound the ball from under the basket. Now back up to the top. Thrower has it, getting worked on by Washington. Three-pointer look, no good by number 2, Kayla Cowart. Here comes North Paulding. Shot is up and good by Caroline Arias, the senior guard, and that stretches it back out to an 11-point lead. Washington with another steal. Here she comes, has numbers in her favor. She'll lay that one up, and it toilet bowls down and in. 41-28, North Paulding, a minute left to go in the third quarter. West Forsyth working the ball around the top. Three-pointer for Thrower. That one doesn't find its mark as it hits the bottom of the backboard. Coleman has it. Taking her time getting across the stripe. Now she does. Going to drive into the lane baseline. Throws that one up, but it goes off the side of the backboard. Picked up by West Forsyth. 2-on-1 fast break opportunity. Coleman to the rescue, but this one goes over for a mid-range jumper that clanks off the front of the rim. And turned over. Shot was no good by Bottoms. Nice block in the bottom by Coward on Arias. Cross-court pass to Quincy. Quincy drives the baseline, kicks that one out to Thrower. Thrower has to dump that one in, and another foul on Washington. That's Washington's 4th foul of the evening. And she is now in foul trouble, and she'll take a seat. Coleman going to get a break as well as Gallimore checks back in for the Wolfpack. 15.8 seconds left to go in the third. North Paulding on top of West Forsyth, 41-28. First free throw attempt is good, so that makes it 41-29. Shooter for West Forsyth appears to be Riley Pepin. Correction, that's Catherine Bottoms. Her second one is good on the 1-and-1. As North Paulding in the bonus. And a carry by Thompson. Turns the ball back over. 12 seconds left to go in the third. West Forsyth trailing North Paulding by 11. Score is 41-30. West Forsyth going to get the last shot off here. Thrower finds Thrower in the corner. Three-pointer, and that one goes off the side of the rim. And that'll be the end of the third. As your score after three, North Paulding 41, West Forsyth 30. So a little bit of foul trouble here for North Paulding. Gonna have to watch that because they lead West Forsyth by 11 going into the final quarter of this tilt. Gallium, the Alabama commit. Coleman, correction, the Bama commit. Senior forward has 10 points on the year. Correction, on the game. One thing I've also been reliably informed about by our very own Kyle Sandy, West Forsyth's head coach David May, a huge sneakerhead, as we look down there and see his Christmas-themed tennis shoes as he talks strategy to the girls here. So with 8 minutes left to go, one quarter left, score 41-30 as West Forsyth and North Paulding in a game that's been plagued by turnovers, but North Paulding coming out the better for it. Thompson, correction, Aaliyah Washington in a little bit of foul trouble for the Wolfpack, so we'll have to watch that. She only has one more to give before she takes a seat for the rest of the afternoon. So they both make their way back out onto the court. 3 timeouts left for North Paulding, 2 left for West Forsyth. North Paulding going to inbound the ball. This one finds Cullinan in the corner. Cullinan to Arias. Arias to Oliveira. Oliveira to Washington. Washington fires a 3. That one no good. Offensive rebound though by Cullinan. Bounces a couple times off the rim. And jump ball goes in West Forsyth's favor, so no damage done there. 7:47 left to go in the game. 41-30. Here comes Thrower carrying it up the court. Now down in the corner, she gets it back. Fakes inside. Getting worked on by Arias. Pick set, doesn't take it. Thrower all by herself. Now she finds a player in the corner. That's Cowart. Cowart drives baseline, tries the underneath layup, no good. And a pile up for the ball. Cullinan comes out of it with that one, but she got fouled. So Cullinan doing a good job there fighting for the basketball, and she will be rewarded for her efforts. Scorer's table wants some clarification on who the foul was committed by. That'd be number 22, Riley Pepin. Driving down the court, Cullinan picks that one up. She's tangled up, and they're going to call her for a travel. So they're going to call Cullinan for another travel after getting tangled up with a couple of West Forsyth players. So 7:12 left to go in the game. Still 41-30, but here's a three-point shot by West Forsyth that's no good. It'll remain West Forsyth basketball. 41-30. North Paulding still on top of West Forsyth here in the opening game of the War Lodge Classic Invitational. Inbound pass to Cowart. Cowart getting worked on by Arias. She finds Thrower streaking out to the three-point line. Thrower has Oliveira in her face. Now down in the corner to Cowart. Cowart deep three-pointer, and she nails that one. 6 minutes and 51 seconds left to go. Single-digit ball game, 41-33 West Forsyth. Let's see if they can crawl back into this one after the second and third quarter belong to North Paulding. Cullinan takes the return pass now up to Washington, who's up top. Washington looks inside, and we've got a whistle. 6:36 left to go, 41-33. Inbound pass from Washington to Colton. Now she gives it back to Washington. Washington has both of the throwers trapping her at the top of the key. She dishes it to Coleman. Coleman looks down, uncontested three. If she wants it, she does it. She dishes it back to Coleman, and Coleman's layup goes off the rim. Those shots have been giving her trouble all evening, but the defense has been pretty tight on her. That one knocked down by Arias and poked away again. Thrower recovers, though, and will pick it up just outside, just inside the out-of-bounds line. Nice cross-court pass there by Thrower, who dishes it back down to the low block to Quincy. Now she's going to send that one back over to number 2. Quincy looks inside, and that shot is up and off the rim by number 22, Riley Pepin. Another turnover in West Forsyth's favor as Thrower puts that one up and in, and now they're within 6 with 5:54 left to go, and we've got a timeout called. So it'll be a full timeout as West Forsyth looking to make a game of it here with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter, trailing 41-35. A couple things to keep in mind here. North Paulding's number 40, that is Aaliyah Washington, the junior guard and sometimes small forward, in a little bit of foul trouble. She's currently sitting at 4 fouls, but her presence inside and at the top of the key has been crucial for the success of this North Paulding team. Coleman's shots aren't falling for her tonight for this Wolfpack, but for this Wolfpack team, she's still got 10 points, but she is having a difficult time as once she gets into the paint, she is swarmed by West Forsyth defenders. Still has 10 points on the night, but looking over on the West Forsyth side of the scoreboard, number 2, Kayla Coward, 18 points she's scored already. And so a big night for her. We'll see if they can add some more to it here with 5:45 left to go in the game. 41-35 is your score as West Forsyth looking to get back into this one. As everybody's going to come back from the timeout break. North Paulding ball. The press is on for West Forsyth. Washington gets it. She's getting worked on by Thrower. The other Thrower comes and tries to trap Arias. Now the trap's on at half court. Coleman picks up the ball. Gonzalez, Oliveira screaming for the basketball down in the low post. She was all by herself. Pass doesn't come her way as Coleman doesn't see her. Coleman takes the ball back at the three-point line. And we're going to get a foul coming up on West Forsyth. That's number 2, Kayla Cowart. .5:18 left to go in the game. 41-35, West Forsyth trailing North Paulding. Gallimore going to inbound the ball for the Wolfpack. Gallimore's going to get this one in to Coleman. Coleman changes directions on the dribble, changes directions again, but Thrower not fooled. She's all over her. Backing up to the half-court line. Now she dumps that one off to Oliveira. Arias. Washington now inside to Gallimore. And Gallimore lays that one up and in and stretches the lead back out to 8. So 43-35, under 5 minutes to go in the final quarter. Thrower now back to Thrower. Now back to Thrower again. Inside low post. Trap is on down at the baseline by Coleman and Washington. And we're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow is in favor of North Paulding. Washington on the inbound pass, and she's going to knock Thrower over. Another three-pointer, and that one is sunk by a red-hot Adriana Oliveira, and that'll stretch the lead back out to 11 with 4:25 left to go. And Coach May wants to talk about this one as 4:25 left to go in the game. 46-35, North Paulding on top of West Forsyth. That was the 17th point for the one they call Speedy, Adriana Oliveira. She has been knocking down the three-pointers all night, red hot. She's only missed one, but those 17 points, a big difference in what's going on right now in the score, as West Forsyth was looking to make a game of it there for a second, but now they're back down by 11, as Oliveira, one of the leading scorers of this game. She has 17. Cowart for West Forsyth is the other leading scorer with 18. Washington still on the court. She has 4 fouls, and she was lucky she didn't pick up an offensive foul, but the defender's feet weren't set. No foul was called. The referees have been really letting them play tonight. A very physical game, but for the most part, the refs just letting them play some basketball, which is one of the things you really like to see. So 4:20 left to go in the fourth. West Forsyth ball. Cowart picked up her dribble. Now she finds thrower at the high post. Thrower loses it, and she tries to pick it up. This one pushed ahead to Oliveira. Oliveira now takes it in the corner, drives baseline, looks inside, and she's going to get called for a travel. So West Forsyth basketball, 4:02 left to go in the game. Want to thank those of you watching on ChiefsTV.org. We're going to be here all weekend for all the action of the War Lodge Classic Invitational. Pass deflected by Cullinan. She holds that one in bounds. And picking up another foul is Cowart for West Forsyth. So 3:50 left to go in the fourth. Still an 11-point game, 46-35 North Paulding. Pass goes to Cullinan. She finds Arias. Arias going to try and lay that one up and in, and she can't, but she's going to be fouled on the shot attempt, so Arias will shoot 2. Both teams going to make some substitutions here. Coming in for North Paulding, going to be number 12, Santa Thompson. And coming in for West Forsyth, going to be number 1, Haley Dornan. But Arias with a chance to make a 12-point game, but that one's going to bounce out. She's got one more shot. 3:43 left to go in the fourth. 46-35 North Paulding. Second shot is up and goes off the front of the iron and no good, so it stays an 11-point game. Here comes West Forsyth trying to go tempo up the court, laid up, no good. Rebound still up in the air. Now finally taken by North Paulding, but the trap is on. 3 West Forsyth players collapse around the ball. North Paulding able to break the trap. Oliveira gets that one out. Now she gets it back. Oliveira going to turn around jumper, gets her own rebound, throws another one up and in. And Oliveira doing yeoman's work in the paint, getting her own rebound. 33 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. 13-point game. Now she steals the pass. Here comes Oliveira again. Now she's just going to turn around and wait for the cavalry to arrive. Crossover dribble. Now gets that one over to Arias, who gets that one over to Thompson. Thompson now back to Cullinan at the top of the key. Ball finds its way back over to Thompson. Cullinan beyond the arc. Finds a pass to the low post. Open 3, and that one no good. As Arias tried to get that one in, Cullinan on the rebound. She's going to back her player down, but they're going to call her for a charge. So another foul called on Taylor Cullinan. 2 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in the game. 48-35 North Paulding. North Paulding dialing up the pressure on defense. Only 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. West Forsyth going to have to get something going here. Down 13, and that'll get it started. And that'll make it an 11-point lead. 48-37 after the West Forsyth basket. 2 minutes left to go. Pass to Washington. Floated up in the air momentarily. We're going to get a foul on number 24, so Cullinan going to go to the stripe and shoot. Cullinan sitting at 10 points on the evening. Just picked up her second foul. First free throw is up and good on the 1-and-1, so she'll shoot another. That makes it a 12-point game. Second attempt by Coleman. And she sinks that one. So a 13-point game, 50-37 here with a minute 50 left to go in the opening game of the War Lodge Invitational Classic. As North Paulding's been all over West Forsyth. Look to the inside post, that one stolen. And another turnover, so a steal off of a steal. Here comes Cowart driving the lane. She's gonna lay that one up and in. And we got a timeout coming by West Forsyth, so a minute 35 left to go in the fourth quarter. Your score, North Paulding 50, West Forsyth 39, and that's gonna put Kayla Cowart in the 20-point category for tonight. Looking over the scoreboard, she's got 20 points. So she's outscored the rest of her team. And they're currently sitting at 39. But they've got 6 fouls this quarter, so 6 fouls to 1, that puts North Paulding in the 1-and-1 bonus. I want to thank everybody who's joining us on Chiefs TV. I want to thank everybody who came out this afternoon. I want to go ahead and thank, first of all, Chiefs TV, the school's audio-visual club. I want to thank Coach Mann for everything he and his kids do to put on a top-notch production for these high school varsity games. Hopefully we can continue to broadcast these games throughout the season for everyone. As the timeout is over. So down to the last 95 seconds of the game. North Paulding 50, West Forsyth 39. Inbound pass finds its way over to Arias, who gives it right back to Coleman. Coleman one-on-one with Cowart. Trying to cross the stripe, she does. Now she's standing over the logo, now goes over to the far side of the court. Still one-on-one with Cowart. Now she finally dumps this one over to Arias, who gives that one off to Oliveira, and they're gonna say Oliveira was fouled on the exchange. So Oliveira with an opportunity to enter the 20-point category tonight. The senior point guard with a chance to extend the lead to 12, and she does on the first shot, so she'll take another one, and that puts her at 20 points on the evening. 20 points and no fouls. Played a hard game and played a clean game. As the second shot is up and good, so a minute 19 left to go. 52-39 is your score here from the War Lodge at Sequoia High School. Plenty of good games on tap tonight on other locations. Got some games going on over at Dean Rusk and at River Ridge and at Etowah High School. This one finds its way back to Thrower. Thrower finds Cowart. Cowart sends it over to Thrower. Thrower back to Cowart. Now to the other Thrower over by the wing. Now this one comes back to Thrower at the top. Sykes gives this one back to Thrower. Thrower drives the lane. That one goes off the back of the iron, no good. Picked up by Coleman. Thrower getting worked on. And she gets called for a travel after being knocked over. Interesting call there, but it is what it is. Cowart takes the inbound pass. 30 seconds left to go in the ball game. Leading by 13 is still North Paulding. West Forsyth gonna have to get a shot off here, but that one goes over the rim and no good. So 15 seconds left to go. Coleman takes it again, now gets that one back to Washington. Washington pass up to Arias, who sends it over to Coleman. 5 seconds left to go in the game, 4 seconds left. So that'll do it here for the first game of the War Lodge Classic Invitational. Your final score, North Paulding victorious over West Forsyth, 52-37. Top scorer of the night going to be Adrian. They call her Speedy Oliveira with 21 points. Some huge three-pointers for that team tonight. Second leading scorer going to go to West Forsyth. That's going to be number 2, Kayla Cowart, the junior. So I want to thank everybody for joining us for the first game of the War Lodge Classic. They're going to ask all spectators to clear the gymnasium, but we're going to go ahead and take a short break, and we'll be right back for the second game of the evening, which will be the Sequoia High School varsity boys against the North Paulding varsity boys. We'll be back momentarily. I'm Chase Schaefer. Thank you for joining us on Chiefs TV.